What's going on, guys? This is David here. In today's video, I'm going to show you the Trover Saves the Universe and Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted PlayStation VR bundle. Now, if you're watching this video when it comes out, you still have some time. PlayStation's Days of Play celebration promotion goes on from the 7th until the 17th, so you still have a lot more time to pick up this VR bundle for $249.99. So for $250, you can get 2 games along with the base PlayStation VR model. I was super excited for this. This is my first venture into true VR. I've played cell phone VR before, but this is not the same thing at all. And I think that's something, if you're looking into getting a PlayStation VR, that you have to understand, is that if you've played VR before and you only played with Google Cardboard VR or you played with another bad cell phone VR headset, it's different. This is not the same. This is totally different, and the immersion is incredible. So we finally get the box open, and here's another box. Sony likes to do box inside of box things. Something that is important is a PlayStation 4 console is required to use PlayStation VR. So you need to make sure that you have a PlayStation 4 console before you buy a PlayStation VR. But let's go ahead and open this box, and when we do, we see PlayStation VR. It's an instruction guide on how to set the PlayStation VR up, distances, how far away you should be from your TV, things like that. Some basic things that you're gonna want to know about your PlayStation VR. If you open the tab over here, you can see that we have a PlayStation VR demo disc, and then we have our 2 games, which unfortunately are not physical, they are download codes. So this is unfortunate. I really wish that this bundle did come with physical copies of both games. We have a physical copy of the demo disc, but I was really hoping for a physical copy of both games because, as we saw for the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 Black Friday bundle, they did put the physical copy of Spider-Man in that bundle, so that made me have some hope. But unfortunately, the only physical game you're going to find in this bundle is the demo disc. It also is important to understand how many cables are packed in with this thing. Thankfully though, all of the cables are numbered, and if you follow instructions pretty closely, it makes it relatively easy to set up. This is the box that all of the cables itself are going to go through, so you can see we have the various different ports on that. It's also important to make sure that everything is plugged in and everything is plugged in its proper place, because if it's not, well, that would be the reason why something's not working. We have our various power cords, and we also have a nice microfiber cloth that they included as well. That'll help you clean off the PlayStation VR headset itself if you do need it clean. And we also have the PlayStation VR camera as well with some earbuds. Now, the PlayStation VR camera is required to be connected in order to use the PlayStation VR. The reason for that is this camera tracks the head movements of the device, and without the camera present, it makes it so you can't really use the VR headset. Other than that, let's go ahead and get this stuff out of the way, and we should be presented with the VR headset itself. So here is the headset itself, and I was surprised to see that there were no PlayStation Move controllers included in this bundle. So that is something to think about if you want to use PlayStation Move controllers. They do not come included with this bundle, so that is something you do have to get separately. I recommend trying to find them at somewhere like GameStop, pre-owned, or used. That way you can spend a lot less money on the controllers. If you buy them both brand new, you're going to be spending a lot more money than is necessary. So there is the VR headset itself. It looks pretty clean, looks pretty nice. Virtual reality is something that's really interesting, and like I said earlier, I'm not talking about the cell phone virtual reality. I'm talking about this. This is much different. You can see here up close we have the demo disc. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. It comes with a couple of games to try out, and then if you like those games, you can get the full experiences. You can buy them through the PlayStation Network store, or you can go into a physical retail store and get them. But now we're just going to go ahead and open this box. And here it is in all of its physical disc glory. There is the demo disc. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. You have Astrobot on there. You have a bunch of interesting games, Super Hot VR, a bunch of popular, interesting games to try out. And if you like them, you can get the full experiences. So here's everything all lit up and set up, and it looks really nice, actually. One thing I will recommend, however, is make sure wherever you set this up that you set it up in an open area that has a little bit more space. I was playing this in my room, and it was fun, but I could find myself bumping into walls pretty easily just because I didn't have a whole lot of space to play around with. As I had said earlier, the PlayStation Move controllers are not part of this bundle, and I strongly recommend that you go out and you get yourself a pair of PlayStation Move controllers. It makes everything in virtual reality a lot easier, and if you don't get these, you're going to be playing all of your virtual reality experiences with the controller. So it's a little bit better of an experience if you're playing with the PlayStation Move controllers, because if you're playing with a PlayStation 4 DualShock controller, it's just going to throw the experience off. I picked up both of these controllers pre-owned at GameStop for $30 each, and that brings it to $60, which is a little bit better than spending $80 to $100 on controllers that have been around for a very long time, since the PlayStation 3 days. And luckily, you can find these fairly cheap. You can go online and go to Amazon or go into your local GameStop and see if they have it. So I would say try to find these used, spend a little bit more extra money, and go ahead and get them, and your VR experience will be much better that way. Also, if you are having trouble setting up the PlayStation VR, just remember that this does take a little while to set up. There's a bunch of wires and a bunch of things that you have to do, but when you figure it out, it isn't that difficult, and it took me around about an hour to figure it out, but that's because I had to figure out how to connect the PlayStation Move controllers, and the PlayStation Move controllers, when I opened them out of the bag that they were in, they were dead, so I had to charge them. So just know that if you have to play around with it for a little while, eventually it'll work. As I'm recording this video, I played probably close to a half an hour, 45 minutes total of virtual reality, and it is unlike any cell phone virtual reality I've ever played. This is a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend it. If you have a PlayStation 4 already and you're on the fence about whether or not you want to get virtual reality, I would jump at the chance. I would go out and grab this bundle. It's $250 for a limited time. I would get it. If you're having trouble connecting the PlayStation Move controllers to the PlayStation 4 like I was having earlier, make sure that both of the controllers are charged, and then turn off your PlayStation 4 and try to turn it on with one of your PlayStation Move controllers. Then try to connect both of them up, and hopefully both of them should connect. And you can start playing your favorite games all in virtual reality. Alright guys, that pretty much does it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below. Also, make sure to go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the bundle. If you're going to pick it up, what games you think you're going to play. This is $249.99, again, $250, and you get all this stuff. And it's at every single retailer because it's a PlayStation promotion. So if an employee gives you a hard time and tells you that you're going to have to pay $299.99, let them know, show them this promotion, show them online that you can price match and all that stuff, and you will be able to get this deal from the 7th to the 17th. After the 17th, however, the price for this bundle will go back to $299.99, so make sure that you get it before time runs out. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe and turn that post notification bell on to never miss out on a brand new video. And until next time, guys, this is David, signing out. Have a good one, guys. Peace.